Here to react is Jason Miller, former Trump campaign senior advisor. Jason, the left wanted this outcome, I think. They wanted to make it so unpleasant for the richest man in the world that other people, maybe of, rich but not as rich, obviously, they wouldn't even think about it. A warning shot across the bow. Are you surprised by this?
Well, nothing from the political left surprises me anymore, but here's the reality. We won in 2024. Elon Musk was a massive help in that. I think he spent millions more than anyone thought he was going to spend. So we really have a debt of gratitude to him. But the important thing here is how much Elon helped President Trump really go and change the culture in Washington. These are some of these things, Laura, people have talked about changing for 30, 40 years. But what President Trump and Elon teamed up to do in just this last 120 days or so has been nothing short of remarkable. But it's sick and twisted what the political left did not only to Elon himself, to his customers, to his companies. It was just absolutely shameful. But we now have the country on a different trajectory, seeing just how much spending needs to be cut from Washington.
But my point, Jason, I completely agree with what you're saying. I mean, he did more than anyone would have ever expected him to do, and paid a really steep price for having done so. And it was generally a really good cheer and just worked his butt off. I mean, just never stopped working. But at the same time, if Trump's agenda is not re-upped in 2028 with either Vance or Rubio or, I think those are the top two contenders, then what will it all have been for? I mean, you need this to continue. This revolution of common sense, Donald Trump wants to continue. And that's going to require money, a lot of money, from more than people like Elon Musk. We need new Elon Musks.
Yeah, and I think it's perfectly fine if Elon says that he's not going to spend maybe as much as he did before, because, again, he spent so much. I don't think people realize that he was going to go at that level. But as 2028 comes around, obviously we have the midterms before that. Again, we have to make sure that we keep all this progress from President Trump in place. I think Republicans are looking very good for 2028. We got to get this big, beautiful bill done, make sure we keep moving the economy in the right direction. But these transformative changes, doing things like slashing USAID, bringing in the DOGE effect, the culture, Laura, has now been changed by President Trump and Elon Musk in a way that we've, quite frankly, never seen before. We're on the right track, finally.
And we're going to need support to stay on the right track, because these leftists are vicious and they are relentless, and we owe a huge debt of gratitude to Elon Musk and his entire family, his mom, all these people who sacrificed in this period. But I hope they don't go away. All right, Jason, thank you very much. And
hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.